The Polk County Health Department's appointments for the coronavirus vaccine next week are booked. That's after they opened it up to people over the age of 65. Well, joining us now to answer your questions about the vaccination plan is Nola Agner-Davis with Polk County. Nola, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me on.
A lot of seniors, as you know, don't use social media, email, or a lot of those online resources. So how's the health department reaching those folks to let them know that they are now eligible?
So we have put information out, again, like you said, on our website or social media through our media partners. So we know that some of our seniors may not always get the website. So this is why we rely on our partners like you to push it through TV, through television, through the newspapers as well, and in hopes that they will be able to sign up for the COVID-19 vaccine.
And we have had some older Iowans call us, say they have been calling the health department, and we're told there aren't any open appointments, and we know now that you are booked. There's a huge demand for this, understandably. So when people do get that answer that they are booked, what should they do then?
So at Polk County Health Department, we will start opening up appointments that following Friday, so on the 29th at noon for the next week, the week of February 1st. So starting, it's kind of our schedule that we're going to start doing. We'll open up appointments for the following week on Fridays at noon for the health department. And so this is how people will be able to get vaccinated. And it's really important that our community remembers that we only open appointments up when we have vaccine available.
Okay, is there an alert system or anything to let people know that there are spots available, or do they just kind of have to stay on top of the process?
You know, they just kind of have to stay on top of the process. Things are changing minutes by, there may be an opening and then that gets full. So it's just really important that people are staying on top of this, and hopefully we'll start having more locations here in the metro area in Polk County to be able to vaccinate more individuals.
Okay, and what system is in place to check IDs, or do people need to bring that in this second phase here?
Right. So anyone who is getting vaccinated still needs to bring some form of identification, so we know who you are. We know who you are from when you're coming for that appointment, and also just to prove your age.
All right. And any last words of advice for the people that are sitting out there and they're really anxious to get this?
We really understand that our community wants the vaccine, and we want you to get vaccinated. That is our main goal in public health, is to make sure everyone is vaccinated. So as soon as we get vaccine, we are opening appointments to get people vaccinated. Just realize that this may take a while, and so to have some patience, because we are trying so very hard to get you vaccinated.
Just like everything in this pandemic, patience is going to be key. Nola, thank you. We always appreciate seeing you and hearing your take on things.
Thank you.